White Reaper Scorpion. I cut this one open just before coming out here because I wanted to look at the inside of this pepper. Um, Thought maybe it'd have a cool picture. I couldn't really get a good picture, but nonetheless, it looks cool out here. This is a good um, look at it. Uh, Thick placenta, running almost the entire length of the pepper. But I don't know if this is fully ripe yet. Uh, and what's throwing me off is not only how vibrant and translucent the white on this pepper is, it was even more of a stark white when it was first sent to me over the weekend. Because most white varieties, super hots, tend to have a yellowish hinge to it. And this is starting to get that way um, as I've had it for the last few days. Um, and the stem is, like a neon green as opposed to, a forest dark green that you'll typically see on most peppers. So I'm not 100% sure this is fully ripe yet, but I'm no grower, so I don't know. It it kind of smells unripe as well to me, but nonetheless, I wanted to eat this one just because I've never had this before, um, and I wanted to show it off. Still a very cool looking pepper, just how stark white that is. Really, really, really cool. So this pepper was sent to me by Patrick Blasco. His company is Bringers of the Burning Berry. I first found him last year, and I remember in the videos I was doing last year reviewing some of his pods, it was a tongue twister for me to get that. Bringers of the Burning Berry. We've got it this year, though. All right, well, let's dive in and see how hot and flavorful and if she's ripe or unripe. I think I'll be able to kind of tell. Oh, that old cobweb. So it did have a little stinger on it. Hold on. It has a very interesting smell to it. It's almost like a pneumonia smell. Yeah. It's very weird. Yeah, this pod's not ripe. I'll have to message him, see if this is really a white variety, or because this is definitely not ripe. Um, that's a shame because, well, it's just a shame. There's a tinge of heat to it though, even with pods that aren't fully ripe yet. You can still get some flavors, and you can still get some heat off of them. It's just not going to be their full potential of either one of those things. But the only flavor I'm getting though is kind of watery, grassy, um, like a green pepper taste, yeah. Um, Very thick walled though. I like that. I can see some yellow tannins in there of the oil that's just starting to kind of produce and kind of leak out of the placenta, but it's you know, it just hasn't had time to fully mature and get to the level that it could get to. Based on what I'm getting heat wise right now, I bet this pepper has some solid heat to it. This definitely would be a super hot. And now that we're getting into the thickness of it and the full-on placenta, I know I showed this pepper and the placenta was running pretty much the length of the pepper. However, you know, the majority of it's up in here. We'll see if the heat builds up a little bit. We might get a little bit more than what I've been getting. Yeah, you can see here on in the placenta, well, you can't really see it all that well. There's a little bit. It's got that green tinge to it. Yeah. This pepper still needed to sit on that plant for, again, I'm not a grower, but maybe a month. I don't know, a couple weeks at least. And I kind of had a feeling it was going to be an unripe pod, just the way it looks. I mean, it's still got some heat to it. I mean, there's some heat coming in now. You know, chocolate or no, mustards and white pods are the easiest for me to kind of just eyeball and go, yeah, that's unripe. But we've only reviewed a few unripe pods on this channel. And it's usually just by accident, you know, like, I don't know for sure. Funny thing, is that I enjoy the flavor of unripe pods, especially like this, because it leans towards that, you know, mustard variety, earthy, grassy, peppery kind of side of flavor profiles. Unripe pods tend to be like that. There's one for the birds. Not bad. A little heat there. It's probably just under like an orange habanero heat level where it's at right now. I mean, my nose is activated, might start dripping before this video's over. So well, some heat there. Yeah, I gotta wipe the nose. It's hanging. So yeah, guys, you know, still a fun little pepper. And I enjoyed the flavor. Now, is that the flavor of a fully ripened one? I'm gonna probably say no. Is that the heat of a fully ripened one? No. But for the purposes of what we're into right now, am I enjoying what I did eat just now? Yes, yes. There's a good front of the mouth burn, um, and it's a little bit stabby. It's a little bit stingy. And again, I've described the flavor a bunch of times already here, but I like that flavor. So yeah, I enjoyed that. You know, and it was a cool looking pepper. So nonetheless, it was hard to get a picture of that pod though. So, you know, because I take pictures of the peppers that I review and other ones from time to time and post them on my social media, and then for a thumbnail for YouTube as well. Um, you know, and I take a lot of time in doing that as well. Try to get really good photos for those thumbnails and just the other things, right? But this one was tough. So I'm gonna kill the video. I don't want it to be too long. I mean, it's already pretty long, but nonetheless. Clear out some seeds there. Yeah. We'll be on the lookout for one of those again. I'll have to revisit that if I ever come across one of those again. I don't know. Maybe if I ever get another box from Patrick, might get one. Um, yeah. It is a shame though that it wasn't fully ripe. You know, to get the full experience of the pepper. So we'll document that one up to unripe white Reaper Scorpion. Cheers.